How about them Chicago Bears, man?
You could have said any other team. You could have said the Patriots. You could have said the Miami Heat. You could have said the Boston Bruins.
How about them American water polo team?
That honestly, water polo, I feel like would be fun.
How about How about them?
How about the Mets?
How about you meet the Lord right now? Am I getting good levels, dude?
You might have to put it a little closer. I mean, I could hear you.
This isn't. Yeah, but then I'm looking at the levels, and you know what?
I'm on a new level.
We're back to doing this. Hey.
I'm on a new level.
I'm not. I'm on the same level. Middle class poverty. Not even middle. Probably below middle class.
Hey.
So
that's how we do it.
If you could be an animal, right, dude? I was thinking about this. Like, what animal would you be? And then we fight.
Honey badger.
I'm adding that in there. Honey badger?
Going honey badger.
Velociraptor.
Oh,
all right,
shit.
You're finished.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of the Something Original Podcast. As you can see, we are one man down. Chase is in Canada doing Canadian stuff.
Took an arrow to the knee.
Oh yeah, took an arrow to the knee. So it's just us for this episode. So deal with it. My name is Adrian.
And I'm Tony Hawk.
Oh shit, I got him on the show. I finally got Tony Hawk on the show, guys.
Yep. Out here kick flipping and straight dipping.
Straight dicking.
No, I don't do that. Sell a bit.
Mm.
Sell a bit of these pants.
If you were a woman, would you sell your underwear like some of these women do online?
Bro, if I was a woman, I would be making it straight cash. I would. I'd probably... I don't know.
Realistic... I want to say, like, optimistically, if I was a woman, I would, I would have fucking climbed the corporate ladder and I'd be some fucking business bitch, But, like, realistically, I'd be doing porn.
Oh. I think I would start a garden.
I'd have a garden, probably. I'd get fucked right outside by it. For money.
With zucchinis. And, if I had the same brain I have now, probably not, actually, I was thinking about. You know what? Probably not.
It would suck. Being a woman is not a fun thing.
And especially for your job, it would physically suck. Favorite Star Wars characters, go.
Why can't I think of any names?
We're gonna do. We'll just do
Plagueis, whatever his name is.
Oh, Tuffy. Oh wait, we could do. You
want to do a little?
We could do
a battle with the Star Wars characters.
Yes, dude. Actually, you know what? We can do that. We could do a power battle. Star Wars, straight up.
I know I wanted to do the villain, the like comic book villain one with you too.
With me?
Yeah, because
you don't want that smoke, Adrian.
Do not want any of this. What do you want to do? Star Wars?
KGB. Yeah, we'll do Star Wars.
KGB.
Yeah, that's my first pick.
I mean, shit. Technically, they're in.
For villains.
Technically the Nazis are too. Damn.
Yeah, they are kind of like the worst real-life villains we've had, so...
Right, Star Wars?
But yeah, Yeah,
I guess I said my
you
first
go.
already. Darth Plagueis.
That's Plagueis.
Okay, it's a GIF situation there.
I'm going also from the Old Republic with Darth Nihilus.
Okay.
AKA the World Eater for you that do not know. Look him up.
Shit, you're gonna know the name. Ends up being fucking Luke's like distant grandson.
Oh, he has like he has a regular name, isn't it? Isn't it like he is a goaded, and that is tough. Since we're both Riley in this situation, I will also look.
Luke Skywalker.
I think it's his grandson, isn't it?
Great.
Luke Skywalker.
Grandson. Cade Skywalker.
Cade Skywalker. Tuffy. I will then go Darth Revan.
See, I was like, Darth Revenant, isn't that a name or something?
Darth Revan. Yeah, I'll go Darth Revan.
Then I'm going to go with... you can tell me if this is not allowed, but the Star Killer from the Force Unleashed games.
You know what?
That's technically canon. I think he's technically...
It is canon. It is. So we'll take it. You know what? Dang. Dude. That's a rough pick. That is a rough pick on my part. What can I bounce back with? Dude, that was a tough one to just...
I was thinking, because I played the first one. I remember that game.
Between, dear Lord. Oh, man, you got Cade Skywalker, and then you got...
Darth Plagueis and Star Killer.
Who did I pick? I picked Darth Nihilus, Darth Revan. Those are my two? Or do I have a third one?
You still need a third one.
Dear Lord. And then we need another one after that. To go against Star Killer. I'm trying to think of someone that could really mess with him. He's just so OP. Dude is OP. He's pretty much killed every
Star
single...
Killer is that dude.
He's killed like every single Jedi and Sith. You know what? I'm gonna go with the guy I like. Probably my favorite regular Star. I'm gonna just get Boba Fett out there. I'm just hoping he figures out a weakness for Star Killer. And, because the only way he got tripped up is because he fell into the pit of Carcoon. So, I'm picking Boba Fett and then have a extremely high bounty on Star Killer.
What are we doing? 4, 5?
We'll do 4 because...
4?
Dear Lord. Yeah. Who are you going to pick? The Force itself?
Just based off of the way he fights. Count Dooku. The Dukes.
He is a good swordsman. I'll go Kylo Ren.
Strong choice.
Yeah, because he could freeze time. Yeah. See? So I'll just hope. I'll see. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they tag team Star Killer. We got to get him out quick. Freeze him. Boba Fett unload. Hit him with rockets. Your full arsenal. I don't care. Wrist rockets. Whatever you got.
Yeah, you really got to try to dog up on Star Killer. And
Star Killer and his speed is insane.
You got to avoid Darth Plagueis. You also got to avoid Cade Skywalker.
Well, Darth Revan kills Darth Plagueis.
Okay, that is true.
Well, that's just from the story. I mean, if it's a mixed combat, that was like 1v1, and I think Darth Revan got the upper hand on him in some way. it was just like almost like a fluke in a way.
But all of that trying to hold off Count Dooku's swordplay. It's a little difficult.
But you know what also happens, man? Boba Fett happens. And with that, you know...
Boba Fett, I'll give one
If
thing
he
to
gets-
the Fetts. They are crafty little fuckers.
That's what... Dude, think about it.
They are some crafty
Like-
fuckers.
The entire clone army was based off of Django.
Who was that dude?
Nuts.
Who's...
Nuts.
Which
Literally.
I forgot. Because I know in The Mandalorian it pops up in the show. But in, like, the stories... Who was the... Is it the character that Giancarlo Esposito plays in The Mandalorian? With the dark blade, whatever? That shit is cool.
Oh, Moff Gideon.
Yeah, that is the character he plays, Moff.
But Moff Gideon doesn't have... He's got an army. I don't think
Well, I'm
he's
not
got
saying anything
force
about him. I'm
abilities.
just saying that sword is fucking sick.
Oh, the dark
That
saber?
darksaber
The
is sick.
Mandalorian dark saber? You know Darth Maul actually wielded it at one point?
Really?
During the Clone Wars, yeah. He took over Mandalore. He was trying to kill Darth Sidious. So then he could ultimately get to Obi-Wan. So he went to Mandalore. Takes over Mandalore. And the way you get the darksaber is you have to defeat in combat the predecessor of the darksaber. So he went... Darth Maul pulls up to Mandalore. And it was a good fight between the See, that's another thing. The Mandalorians are... Even though they don't use force abilities, they're, like you said, crafty dudes.
Their armor,
And
like
the battle's actually-
metal and shit they use.
Yeah, the Beskar steel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. They're out there, and the fight was good. And then Darth Maul, I don't even think was using force abilities during the fight to make it more fair. And then eventually smokes dude somehow, cuts off his head, I believe. Yeah,
I
dude.
think my team's taking that dub. I think my team's taking that dub for sure.
Yeah, just because well, I have Darth Nihilus.
That is true. But
He could stand.
Star Killer.
He can stand near. Well, he can stand near other Jedi's or Sith and absorb their force abilities. And
Star
then
Killer does have very
if-
strong force abilities too.
he just absorbs it for his life force. He doesn't even have a physical body underneath his mask, and he connected his soul to his armor
Imagine if
to give him
In-
some kind of shape.
in this little mock battle, imagine for your team, this would be if he could pull the force abilities off of like his teammates and not have to worry about like harming Boba Fett at the same time because he doesn't have any force abilities. That would be make him strong as shit, and already have someone who's adept in not using the force to kind of like do whatever fucking crafty shit. That would be pretty nuts.
And yeah, Darth Nihilus gets to the point where he doesn't even believe in the. It's all about his unending hunger, because he has to then start absorbing entire planets of their force energy.
Like Galactus. That's sick.
Yes,
That's sick.
force and life energy, because yeah, it starts off as force energy, but eventually it gets so bad that he has to take the life energy from entire planets. There's a video where he's like on top of a starship and turns an entire planet gray, kills everything
He's
on
just
it.
like standing there, just
Yeah, because he doesn't need to breathe. Because, like I said, he doesn't need to breathe. He is dark force energy.
that's tough.
There's nothing under his mask. All you hear is his voice of his soul.
You see, I don't know too much about Star Wars, but that's tough.
Here, I'll show you. Do you know what Darth Nihilus looks like? You'll know what he looks
I
like.
can look it up.
You know his mask? Darth Nihilus is toughy tough.
Darth Nihilus. Oh, that mask is sick. Damn. So I wonder who the fuck killed this guy.
Actually, funny story. It was a Jedi that learned his ability and just did a him to him. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because if he is nothing but force energy, she was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just take this guy out real quick. We got to get rid of this guy. He's a problem. He was killing Sith. He was killing Jedi. It did not matter. He could just stand in their presence, and they would get weakened by him.
Coming, the Lord of the Hunger. Let's see, blah, blah, blah.
Lord of that's what it is. Not the World Eater. The Lord of the Hunger.
I'll have to look this up later, but that sounds sick. That'd be an interesting fight. Let us know in the comments, guys, who you think would win.
I win.
I don't think it's dry and cut like that. So, actually, I've been trying to expand the animes I watched. I know I texted you yesterday that I started Seven Deadly Sins. Interesting so far.
What do you think?
I like it so far. That scene with the spear, I didn't expect that to be in episode 2. That was pretty sick. Man just said.
What episode 2 spear?
Sir Gilthunder throws it from the tower, and then Meliodas like goes outside and he's like, "Oh, to the left, blah blah blah." He's like, "Oh, this is something I got to do," and then he catches the spear. And he just spins and fucking launches that shit.
Meliodas is him.
That was tough. It's tough because like
Meliodas.
the dude before he threw it, he like needed the measurement and the distance before he threw it. So like he threw it and it got towards the town, but Meliodas caught it, ended up in a different spot than where he was.
Wait.
And then he threw it back with no guidance. Just said, shoot.
That's foreshadowing. That's actually foreshadowing. Now holy crap. Holy crap. That is actually foreshadowing to Meliodas' ability.
Yeah.
And now when you were saying this to me, do you know what his ability is?
No, I'm only on episode 4. I stopped watching earlier as the fox Bond, whatever, Bond, that's how you pronounce it, Bond, he just like kicked out of that room and it was like, what injury are you talking about? I only have one injury. And then it showed the scene where Meliodas like cut him with the sword that he had.
That's my favorite character, probably on the show. Him and Escanor.
I was actually reading about Escanor.
He's him.
Yeah, he's him during the daytime.
Oh, yes. Well, okay. During the nighttime, he's him also, but in a different way. He's like, fun.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. I have a list of 4 anime I'm going to get through. So I'm going to watch Seven Deadly Sins. And then I'm going to watch Fate. Because you keep talking about Gilgamesh. So I'm going to see who this fucking Gilgamesh guy is.
Gilgamesh is him.
Record of Ragnarok.
I started it.
I've heard it's good. I've heard good things. People like it. So I'm just checking it out.
I started it. I'm like,
I'm also thinking about starting a Ranking of Kings.
I want to see that one. That's one I really want to see.
And then last on that list is Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga is OP. I have not finished it, but I started it, and I can tell it's a great one. Hellsing Ultimate you should add to that list, and Trigun, but, whatever.
Let me get to these 4. I got these 4. Then I'm like 100%. I'm just going to watch these on my own.
Yeah, and Fate, once you start it, it's just like, manja, give me more. Until you get to the 4th one. The 4th one comes, you see that, and it's like, what are we doing? In the 4th one, they turn Leonidas into a bot character. Like, they put him out there as just essentially a bot character. No, he didn't like say words. He was just like, Leonidas, the leader of the Spartans, turned into a drone. That kind of made me upset. And then I was like, I'm out.
Sparta.
Yeah, that was actually where's the 300 at? I thought you were him for a second. That was great.
Fucking, I've been getting Sarah through One Piece surprisingly fast. We're already in the middle of Skypiea. Way ahead of you. I don't know where you stopped at.
Yeah, I am off the One Piece. I'm trying to finish AOT.
Oh, so
I
can continue that too.
I've been watching Death Note with my girlfriend, which I really like.
Good starter anime. Or is she? Does she watch?
Oh no,
anime already?
she put me on to Death Note. That's one of her
You hadn't
favorites.
seen Death Note before?
No.
That was like the first one I watched. That and Bleach. Well, technically Inuyasha, but like my sister would watch it, and I'd be like, I'm not interested in this shit. But then like, I watched Death Note with her, and I was like, oh, interesting. This guy could just write a name down in a book, and you're fucking dead. You just die. You fucking died. And then Bleach too. That was another one.
My girlfriend's top 3 are Death Note, JJK, and Black Butler, which I've only heard Trey talk about. That third one.
Black Butler.
I think she said Death Note's her favorite of all time, and then JJK.
You know, me and Sarah are gonna start Spy Family too. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've heard about it. And hang on, I'm trying to find. What was it?
It's a dark fantasy anime. Let's see what this is. Let's see what the synopsis is about for Black Butler.
Black Butler? Yeah, dude, sounds sweet. Trey was explaining it to me once, and it sounded
Yeah,
sweet.
I just read the whole synopsis of it. I should have read.
Have you seen Castlevania?
Oh yeah, I've stopped like after the first couple episodes of the second season because I think that was when I was going through shit, so I wasn't really paying attention to anime. I just needed background noise. But I think that's why I'm picking up Seven Deadly Sins because there's so many I started like back in like 2020 when I was going through all that bullshit, and the only one that stuck was Black Clover. Everything else I kind of like watched in the background and it was just like, whatever. Like Plunderer.
Black Clover is tough.
Like I saw a clip of Plunderer the other day and I was like, wait a minute.
I
started this and I only got 4 episodes in.
Was that? Did we share a Hulu account at one point?
No, you just used the one I had.
Oh, no, that makes so much sense.
I recommended this to you. I texted you about this before. I was like, "Oh, check this out! Like Plunderer, it sounds good." And then I never watched it again, so I was just watching so much.
Because I can't remember if I was just off that Ganj. Because I remember one time I was going through my Hulu
Ganj
watch, like recently watched, and I don't know if they automatically played it, but I saw that there's a couple episodes of Plunder that were watched, and I was like, what?
I feel like years ago I
this?
told you or like texted you about this, and then you watched it like an episode or two. It was like, eh.
It looks sweet.
It did look pretty good. I don't. What had happened? Let me add that to my fucking list, Plunderer. Because there's some clips I've seen where it's just like, this didn't look like anything I was seeing before. This is sick.
You're goated for watching Overlord.
Oh, I gotta continue that one too. But there's so much.
Yeah, dude. It gets like real filler-ish. Have you made it to the Dragon People?
No, he just finished that adventure with like the first like random group of people he met after the whole thing in that little town with the one kingdom.
Oh, you haven't.
That was fading.
Have you? You've made it to his castle though.
I can pull up the exact episode.
Because I watched that one a long time ago. And I'm trying to remember how it exactly went.
Episode 6. Okay. It started off, he was in the game, waited for the countdown. He was in his castle, and then the game server didn't shut down. And then he, like, adventured out to this random town. Because, like, nothing is, like, what was in the game except his castle. And then there was, like, one kingdom that was, like, trying to invade this little town to lure out the army of like some other kingdom, and then Ainz helped the one kingdom that like watches over the town because he talked to like the one captain dude that like I guess he got along with because the captain dude's honorable, and like then he helped with that, and then he met the group of adventurers. They went on some adventure, and now they're at a campfire eating, and I was like, I don't know where this is going, so I got other things to watch.
Have you seen him drop his power ring?
No, that's the one scene I want to get to where he's just like, I want to get to that. I've seen the clip. That's what made me want to watch it.
So he's still he's still going by the fake alias with the
armor,
melee weapon.
the armor and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I still have
Dude.
Mob Psycho to continue.
Mob Psycho.
Assassination Classroom. It's a nice little background one.
Oh, Assassination Classroom is good.
I pay attention here.
I seen my girl would show me also Devil May Cry, the anime.
There's an
Bro.
There's an anime for Devil May
Yes. Yes. Yes, bro. No, bro.
Cry? Devil May Cry.
Yes.
2007.
Bro, it is brutal and it's
It's
amazing.
only one season.
Main character is Dante. Dude, it's
I
great.
played the games before. It's only 20 normal size episodes. There's only 12 episodes though. That's crazy.
It's so good though. From what I saw the first episode.
Maybe I'll watch that.
It could be a little filler for you. You know, you're like, man, getting burnt out. Check this out
I've
real
got
quick.
3 weeks to really like get some anime out because once August 6th hits, the fucking
Back to school.
no, I'm gonna use up all the excitement and passion I have for anime in one episode because that's gonna be the
Gear 5.
Gear 5 Luffy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I'm not
crying.
even.
I'm gonna be pissing
Yeah,
shit.
see, how do I know this, Adrian? How do I know
The
this?
social media spoke it.
Nah, dog. It's because I'm like that. Hellsing Ultimate is fantastic too. That's probably my top 5. It's always switching with me though, because
It's hard, really,
Dude,
with anime to pick a top 5 because you end up watching another anime eventually, and it's like, whoa. Because like I don't think you ever would have
I'm one of
put
those relevancy.
Black Clover in your top 5 before, but then you watched it, and it's like, oh, this might be in your top 5 now. Like
Yeah.
for honestly, Bleach might have like been knocked out of my top 5 because I've got One Piece, I've got Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen is so good. It is so good.
Mhm.
That's up there for me.
What do I got at
It's
4th?
so good.
There's
You seen the movie?
Yes, I just watched the movie the other day. Movie was fucking sick.
Phenomenal. And then I was like, because at first I low-key did not know who Yuta was.
No, Yuta's actually
And then I found out.
4 My Hero.
Yuta boss.
I'll put My Hero at 4. I forgot about that.
My Hero solid.
And then honestly, I would probably put like Naruto Shippuden at 5. Because like, say what you want about like how slow and childish Naruto was, and then how awful Boruto is. Like Naruto Shippuden was that one middle where it was like, all right, this is some good, like the fights and shit, the story.
Wait until you see Fate.
Losing Neji,
Wait until you see Fate, and then it's
still
like
hurts.
every fight scene in every other anime just becomes less.
Well, that's why it's second on my list after I watched Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, because Fate, you gotta start from the beginning, Fate 0, and then it's like Stay Nights, Unlimited Blade Works, and then it's Apocrypha. And Apocrypha is like, they used like all their budget, I feel like, on that movie.
The Seven Deadly,
not movie, but
the
series.
Seven Deadly Sins movies, are those canon? Are those something I gotta watch?
I believe so.
Okay, just making sure.
Because it shows, yeah, it shows some things. Some stuff and some things.
Stuff and some things.
And then you see Escanor be Escanor. And then you're like, oh.
I saw a clip recently. What made me want to watch it? I saw a clip, and I didn't recognize any of the characters because I didn't watch it. But there's like, it's like a group of them, and they like can't move or whatever. And they're like, oh, we can't move. And then like Escanor just like walks up, and he's like, I can move because I don't fear you. I pity you.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
that's
dude,
hard.
Yeah,
Hard.
because he's so prideful. He legitimately believes he is better than everyone. Which, honestly, I think they talk about it in the series, but they say that Escanor during the daytime is the strongest 7 deadly sin.
I was looking it up yesterday while I was watching it. Because I do this with animes I like. I'll just start like looking up shit on the anime wiki page for it. And I was just like kind of looking at the power levels, and that's why I like looked up his whole sunshine power, because like it said his power level was like 15 or 14 to like I think above Meliodas in the daytime.
Yeah.
And I was like, what does this mean?
And that's why I put him as my tank on my team.
He's
but I guess if one of you guys would have said it nighttime, if you guys would have said nighttime, then I've been a different story.
The moon.
But I'm just saying.
Is there an anime character that
is stronger than Moontime?
Well,
probably Tsukiyomi.
You know, if because I said this for the anime villain battle, but if I would have said this for the anime battle, the fucking upper rank 1, Kokoshibo, whatever, from Demon Slayer, because he uses moon breathing.
Oh, he's a Demon Slayer that's a demon.
Yeah, but he could still use his breathing techniques.
Weak, but can he beat demon slaying breathing?
What's funny is that's basically what Inosuke's is, because like even though he calls it beast breathing, it's all just him using his sword to cut. Like there's no like special like
you leave him out of this
mist or fire stuff. It's just slash, cut, fucking saw. That's really just demon slaying breathing.
No, it's not. It's not demon slaying breathing, because that's my breathing technique. Special to me.
If you could make like an actual breathing technique, because like they create their own, what would you do?
Probably. I'm trying to think of something that be like a little different. Ooh, like chain breathing.
Like Chain Gang?
Be like, no, like Spawn.
Like Spawn, the Marvel character?
I don't think he's Marvel. Is he?
DC?
I thought he's DC.
Ooh.
Or maybe not even DC. I think he might be like one of those Hellboy-esque characters.
No, I think he's DC, because I know he pops up in Mortal Kombat with all the other DC characters, like Joker.
And he's also, they're dropping I don't know if it's a movie or a comic, but I think it comes out in the fall. He teams up with Batman.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. So, hold on. What is... Hold on, let me look up Spawn.
Spawn is him. That's what, like, you're like, what is his abilities? Him. They put him next to it. It's just, that's all they put next to it. Have you seen the animated series? It's very slept on.
Immortality, shape-shifting, superhuman strength, teleportation, energy manipulation, healing, telekinesis, completely regenerate himself, soul manipulation, elemental manipulation.
See,
resurrection,
him.
Time manipulation.
Yeah, dude, he cannot be beaten. You cannot beat Spawn.
He gained the power to recreate Earth. Oh wow. The fuck does he need Batman for?
His intellect.
He's got the powers of a god. Like, it literally says here, Spawn, now given the powers of a god and the protection of the mother. Like, what do you need Batman for?
Well, that's like, he becomes like an angel, because that's what happened. He sold his soul, and then he was able to get his soul back, and then God like gifted him so that he could be an angel instead. And I forgot how it went, because then he went by something else. He had like wings too, dude. It was sweet. He didn't have like the red cape anymore. He was just like, it looked like Spawn, but he wasn't red anymore. It was blue with wings.
That's sick,
dude.
That's sick. Spawn has a really fucking dope character. Like, I like his costume and shit. Sick.
He looks so dope.
Sick.
He looks so sick.
Actually,
it's so menacing.
I've seen it on TikTok. I bet you pretty sure you could just find it looking up like AI mashups. People do like Marvel character mashups, and they did like Spawn with. I think they did Spawn with like Spider-Man. It was like, whoa, fucking.
Too bad he did it with Spider-Man.
You could do it with anyone. Like imagine like Spawn with like Wolverine. Spawn with like Blue Beetle.
That actually, I think that would be a buff for Spawn.
Because
he pulls out.
Are you gonna see that movie?
He pulls out weapons. Blue Beetle, yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch for sure.
Because it, it's a character that's not been delved into. What's the word I'm looking for? Delved into. Thank you, my man. English major man. So I think it'll be fresh. I wish it would make a Static Shock live action.
That would be cool. I'm excited for.
Or, dude, do you remember Static Shock when they had the crossover multiverse episode where he went into the future, and then was like teamed up with like Batman Beyond, Jerry McGinnis? Yeah. Dude, same animation style of Miles Morales into the multiverse, but Static Shock.
That'd be sick.
That'd be toughy.
Sure.
Granted, that does seem kind of messed up that I went with two. Never mind. But yeah, I love Static Shock growing up. That used to be my Saturday morning jam.
It's been forever.
That's
since
my
I've
jam.
seen it, but Static Shock was definitely. I'm excited for Blue Beetle just because Blue Beetle hasn't been shown much, and like he's been shown little bits more than most characters. Like being in like the Injustice game and some of the comics and stuff, being involved with that. But like they really haven't given him like much time in the animations. They haven't given him his own animated movie, so it's pretty cool that he's given his own live action movie.
Yeah, very random, but at the same time, like I'm going to go check it out, or I'll just wait for it to hit HBO. Either one. And
actually, I think Blue Beetle had his own cartoon show, if I'm not mistaken.
I would love to see them do a Dr. Fate live action movie. Because Dr. Fate is him.
Well, there was a Blue Beetle. Yeah, it was. There was a whole. I remember that on Cartoon Network. There was a whole Blue Beetle show, but that's it. That's the only thing Blue Beetle's ever got.
Was it good? Was it like Batman: Brave and the Bold?
Do
you remember Batman: Brave and the Bold?
It was a little. The animation isn't like that. It's a little more cartoon. It's kind of like the Justice League cartoon animation.
Oh, Unlimited?
I think Unlimited.
I was just watching that last night before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I forgot how good that is.
Yeah. But back to what we were talking about before with the breathing technique.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would use a shadow breathing or something.
Shadow breathing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you're just going to be Captain of the Black Bulls.
Well, that's dark magic. This is shadow breathing.
Okay.
And I wouldn't use a sword.
Dark.
I would use, I looked it up, a kusarigama. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like that little scythe weapon that has like the chain on it.
Okay.
It's like a handheld
That'd be tough.
scythe. I don't know why.
I'm going to use a battle axe.
That would be tough. Would you just be this big fucking Escanor burly dude just...
Yes.
Woo.
Well, then I feel like chain breathing would be like, what are we doing? Are you good, dude? Like, big guy with chain breathing. Wait, hang on, give me a second. Instead, I will do bulk breathing. I just become stronger.
That's like
pretty much like the Hulk and Demon Slayer, but with an axe.
That's like the anime I'm watching, Mashle. I don't know how you fucking pronounce it, whatever. The one that's like a fucking Harry Potter anime. It's really good.
Yeah.
He doesn't. And the whole premise of it is kind of fucked up. He's the only person, I guess, known so far right now, like that's alive, that has no magic whatsoever. Because like when a baby's born with no magic, or a person loses their magic,
Black Clover,
they die. They just kill them, like straight up eugenics. They're just you're born with no magic. They kill you. You don't exist. You don't have a place in the world without magic. So they just straight up.
At least Offset got a chance.
No, they just straight up.
At least.
Like one of the characters, his sister is actually like losing her magic or about to lose her magic, and so she only has like a couple years before she's set to be executed. Like, that's fucked up.
How did she lose her magic? Menopause?
It was some disease or sickness that she got that like drained her magic, and she started to like slowly lose her mark, because like you get a mark, a unique mark on your face if you have magic, and then you get 2 if like your magic's super strong, and I guess you get 3 if you're the fucking bad guy, because he showed up in some scene with like 3.
He probably did it himself.
But yeah, like the main character Mash, he doesn't have magic, but he works out all the time, like lifting like tons, just straight.
This sounds like Asta, dude.
He's like
this sounds like
super
Asta.
strong. He just be punching people like in the first episode, like through the fucking his dad's wand at one of the magic police officers. But like to pretend he has magic, he'll be like muscle magic, hamstrings, and then fucking kick the shit out of someone.
So that'd be me, but bulk breathing, first form,
Triceps.
Triceps, tricep pull downs, and I just ripped the demon's face off.
Give me your fucking face.
They're like, why does this guy even have a weapon? I'm just out there ripping him in half.
Why didn't you kill him? This is pleasure.
I enjoy this.
My business is my pleasure, so I must do this.
Yes, dude. Straight up, just like run through the woods, boots, loincloth, mask.
That'd actually be
Oni mask.
that would be a scary sight if like for another demon like to like run up to try to help, and you just see this dude just like torturing this demon, just ripping its face off, just like limbs, just swinging him around, beating him with his own
And
leg.
and like how Inosuke can like sense when other demons around. I know where the strongest one is, so I use my axe, but I throw it to murder like the weak ones out, and I just tackle the strongest one down, and then that's where I use my bare hands.
Overhand throw, just fucking second form.
Yeah, just
Biceps.
axe toss. Yes,
That would actually
that'd be sweet.
to enhance your muscles.
Be a
Like
cool
that,
character.
That'd be sick. It'd be kind of be like how Genya can like eat like a demon's flesh or whatever, and like kind of gain their powers.
I'm glad I know that now.
What do you mean? You've been watching it, right?
I haven't seen the new season
Oh,
because I'm trying to get through AOT.
well, I mean
I've hit a hard wall with the 4th season, but
yeah. See, me and Sarah went through the same. For some reason, we watched through all of it. We're like, she was engaged. She was like, oh my god, blah blah blah. We hit a certain point in season 4. Where are you at in season 4? Is it like halfway?
It's where like the traders of Marley, so like Zeke and then his followers, and actually I don't know what his name is, the Supreme, what's his name, they just blew up that dude's office and he just came flying out. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and Aaron's like locked up.
Armin, it was Armin and yeah. Aaron's locked up. Armin and Mikasa were in that guy's office, but dude, the splat noise was that necessary?
It's very necessary.
Did we need that? His body flies out on fire, and then all you hear is like, did we need that?
Yeah, that's actually like almost exactly. Because I think the episode after that is the one we watched and stopped. I don't know what. I think we were just watching other shows and we just stopped. And we haven't touched it in like a year and a half. But yeah, like that. I remember that. Fucking. Ooh.
Yeah, you hear the splat. I'm like,
It's.
a thud would have been suffice, but you know.
I think that's one of the reasons why I can't really like look away from like Attack on Titan, because like it's so gruesome and stuff. Like, it's
Dude,
just, like,
when you get, you think like Attack on Titan is gruesome, and it is very. Hellsing Ultimate though. Hellsing Ultimate is like, oh, okay. I think it's a little more gory than AOT.
I'm excited to see where
like-
House Paradise goes.
Oh, dude, that's another one I want to watch.
The dubs are out, so I'm starting it in the dubs.
I'm gonna once I finish Death Note, I might see if Shorty wants to watch that one. That's one she wanted us to check out too.
I was watching the first episode in the dub, and Sarah's like, "Oh, this is interesting. I'll watch this with you." And we still haven't started. I'm about to just start watching it on my own, but I got 7 Deadly Sins. I got to follow the list.
Dude, yeah, it's tough.
Being an anime fan
Man.
is tough. There's so many animes out there, and a lot of them are good.
Yeah, dude. Yes, it's cool because once you especially get off the beaten path of like all the basic, like Naruto, I'm gonna say Goku, Dragon Ball Z, even Bleach. I think is kind of turned into like a.
I didn't watch the 1,000-Year Blood War. I was gonna watch the dub of it because I started the sub when it started coming out. I watched like the first 2 episodes, but then I think I was still watching One Piece, and I think that's where I really picked up, and I was just like, I gotta watch it.
I saw a clip from 1,000-Year War. It looks sweet.
I know a little bit about it because I read about I didn't read the manga, but I read kind of the synopsis of what's happening. But I read that a fucking while ago, so I don't fully remember. There's some fucking wild shit that happens.
Does Mappa? Who does their animation?
Bleach. Let me see. Studio Period, whatever. Pierrot. Anime's good though right now because the whole fucking actors and writers fucking strike. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
And fucking Disney, not a bad company. The fucking CEO out of touch with reality, saying shit like, "Oh, we're just gonna wait out until they lose their homes, and they love working, so we're gonna wait until they want to work again."
I don't think Disney's a good company.
I don't think they're all bad, but they're not the best. They're like middle tier. They're good, but they're also shitty.
I wish that Marvel didn't sell to them.
Yeah, Marvel should have gone.
Because I don't know, dude. The last
Cartoon Network would have been consistent with it. Or
well, isn't that
DC
HBO?
Or actually, no, yeah, HBO owns Cartoon Network now. Cartoon Network should have tried to buy out. They should have tried to become like Disney, become a fucking conglomerate, buy fucking Universal and try to get all the rights to DC and then do it DC right. They could have done that.
Oh, like Marvel and DC under the same umbrella?
Well, not Marvel and DC, just because how Disney bought Marvel. Cartoon Network should have did what Disney did, but with DC.
Well, I mean, DC,
it's
Warner Brothers, it still falls under HBO.
Yeah, but I feel like
you can watch every single DC
movie
and animated stuff.
You see how it is. With Time Warner up there, at the head of it all, it's just shitty. The DC,
yeah,
the DC movies.
The Batman, dude.
For the most part, they fucking suck.
Dude, the Batman, I don't care. I've preached on it probably about as long as the actual the Batman movie.
It's a good
3 hours, probably.
It's a good movie. It's a really good Batman movie.
I'm saying if he gains 20 pounds straight muscle, best Batman, and no one will be able to deny that.
I like the darker. I like the darker aggressiveness of it. This is more of an angry Batman.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a Batman that is trying to get to the bottom of things. It's a young Batman. 2 years in, they didn't harp on the Martha and Thomas story. Mm-hmm. They glanced over it, but it wasn't that's the purpose of him in this one. He was already 2 years in. He's just, and it's the detective. It felt like more of a true crime mystery than him just showing up to events and beating the shit out of people. It was more.
He did beat the fuck out of
drive. Yes, he did. But it was after, he did an injectable drug.
Yeah. I was waiting for that scene to pop up too. I was gonna be like, what's gonna be the context of him beating the shit out of this fucking clown dude? Definitely. I just wish that DC would be more better.
I heard multiple rumors. I heard Clayface might be in the second one, which would be interesting, or Court of Owls.
See,
come on.
He does Batman deal with the Court of Owls like at the beginning of his? Because the only time I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, he does.
Recently.
Damian Wayne, I think, is the one that they were trying to hire, not hire, but take under their wing, owl wing. But, dude, with the more realistic detective Bruce Wayne, going on, I think a Court of Owl movie would be so sick, bro.
Think it would be good.
Can you imagine those fight scenes? It would go crazy.
Definitely.
Or I heard it would be like two enemies, kind of like how they did that one time with that was like three enemies in that one. Mr. Freeze. It was a George Clooney Batman with Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze. That wasn't
Bane. It was Mr. Freeze, Bane, and Poison Ivy.
Okay, yeah, it was. I was gonna say that wasn't Jim Carrey's Riddler, was it?
No, Jim Carrey's Riddler, and then it was the guy from Men in Black playing Two-Face.
Which Batman was that? Was that Michael Keaton's Batman?
I think it was also... Was that Val Kilmer's?
It might have been.
Val Kilmer looks sweet as Batman, too, also, by the way. He looked cool as Batman.
I still think Michael Keaton is one of the best Batmans.
Okay, go with originality.
It's Michael Keaton's
Dude,
Batman.
If they didn't have Ezra Miller as a Flash and the Flash movie did well, they would have done a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton playing old Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, see, I heard about that, and he was supposed to pop. I think he pops up in the movie, but yeah, Ezra Miller's a piece of shit. Fucking hate him. Yeah, that was Val Kilmer's. That was
hate them. Adrian, jeez, I'm just kidding.
Them. That was Val Kilmer's Batman, and that had fucking Jim Carrey Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones as
Tommy Lee Jones. Yep, dude. It's bad when Robin in the George Clooney Batman movie was cooler than Batman. Like Robin was so tough in that movie.
I love to George Clooney,
walk around with Dude, that Robin was tough. He was just like getting in trouble on motorcycles, buzz cut, just like getting to the bottom of things.
I wish we could have gotten the best of all these Batman iterations put into one. Take Jim Carrey's Riddler and Heath Ledger's Joker and Michael Keaton's Batman. That would have been.
Well, you think Jim Carrey's Riddler was?
Yeah, Jim Carrey's Riddler wasn't bad. I think he was.
I thought he was almost Joker kind of. He was just really kooky.
That's cause
I guess
Jim Carrey
in the anime movies, Riddler is kooky.
Yeah, see, I
actually now since I think about it,
in the Batman movie, but he was less Riddler-esque and more fucking Unabomber,
Zodiac killer,
Zodiac killer. I was all right, this Riddler's he's dangerous. It makes him a really good villain for Batman, but jeez, fucking chilling the fucking terrorist.
Do not lie.
Turn the man to a fucking domestic terrorist. Jeez.
More like a delicious terrorist.
Disgusting.
Dude, thumb drive. Thumb drive. You remember that part?
Fucking. Gosh, it's actually been a fat minute.
The one of the hints was a thumb print, but they had to find the thumb drive, and they found the car where the thumb drive was, and it was attached to the thumb of a guy.
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
Thumb drive.
Jeez.
I was like, oh, that's amazing,
I feel like they should
dude.
try to incorporate like some of the small time Batman villains too in this like iteration of Batman, like Firefly
Scarecrow,
or Scarecrow.
dude. Firefly would go crazy,
Flying around just burning shit down.
especially if they did it from that one cartoon series where something happens to him where he becomes like what is it? He ends up heating up to the point where like he can't even touch anything because it just melts. Something happens to him where it's like radioactive something. His cartridge blows up at the same time like radioactive,
And it just fuses
whatever's
with him,
around
and
him.
he just becomes
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, dude, that'd be toughy. Dude, Firefly and Court of Owls.
Imagine trying to fight
Batman
this.
would be in trouble. Batman would not make it, bro.
You know what I think about with the Batman movies? How like they really set Joseph Gordon-Levitt up to be Robin, and then they just said, "Fuck this Batman."
So he just played like a punk cop.
He just played a little fucking like basically a snot-nosed fucking cop.
Yeah. Well, what's his name? Dick Grayson, though.
Who do you think they should
They
get
need to do
Robin-
some justice for
Robin?
Nightwing.
Who do you think they should get for Robin for this Batman? And they do need to do justice for Nightwing.
Well, dude, they're making they're apparently dropping a Batman the Brave and Bold movie.
But I'm talking about with
would
Robert Pattinson. Like, if they
Timothy Chalamet,
really Timothy Chalamet, I don't see it.
because he's like a scrawny kid, and then like because this Batman's not super big,
I don't know.
and I think it would give it an interesting. But then I just don't see him as like Dick Grayson, or I see him as more of like Tim Drake.
Well, if they want Dick Grayson, I honestly think they should take the guy who plays Nightwing in the Titans show. He plays a good Dick Grayson.
Yeah, solid. Dude, I heard rumor that Jensen Ackles might play Batman in the Batman Brave and the Bold.
That'd be sick. I thought you were gonna say Jensen Ackles is Robin. I was gonna be like, ugh.
No, because he voices Batman in
Yeah.
one of the animated shows, and like I've seen people Photoshop him in Batman armor, and
That would be sick.
honestly, and the Batman Brave and the Bold movie is gonna be about the Bat family too.
I'm telling you, they need to get what's his fucking name? Brandon Thwait or Thwart, whatever.
Yes.
He's the guy who plays Dick Grayson in the Titans show. They need to get him for something.
Who would be Jason Todd?
They actually have
Not that guy from that. Not that guy. Not that guy.
Not that guy.
He's not that guy, pal.
He could probably play Robin with the Robert Pattinson. He's a smaller.
Honestly, yes.
Smaller
Yes.
dude.
Honestly, yes. He could be the guy that turns into Red Robin. Him as Jason Todd, though, was like, what are we doing? When I saw that kid come out, I was like, this is not him. Please don't tell me
The
this is
thing
Red Hood.
He plays the good like snot nosed like before Red Hood type of Jason Todd, but like putting him in the Red Hood, he's not. Especially because Jason Todd's
Like,
supposed to be like this bigger. He's supposed to be a little bigger, a little huskier.
And he's supposed to be like the like essentially what Batman should be.
Mm-hmm. Bang bang.
Like, I've seen multiple people.
Bang,
I've seen
bang.
multiple people talk. Bang, you're dead. Bang bang.
Jonah Hill is the Red Hood.
Let's go, dude. Okay, honestly, for a weird turn of events, Lakeith Stanfield as Red Hood.
I know the name. Why am I not picturing the face?
He's one of my. I talk about him all the time in the show.
Oh my god! Why can't I?
In
picture
just
the face?
in general, Atlanta.
The main character, right?
His friend. No, Donald Glover's technically the main character. He's one of the three main
Okay,
characters.
I was thinking of Snowfall. Okay, I know he was
Bro, he plays L in the Death Note live action. He's got range, bro. Lakeith Stanfield could do it.
What was it that I saw him in? That was big.
It's just like a crazy offbeat. Have him just be Jason Todd, but like an already distinguished Red Hood.
There was something I saw of him
But I guess I'm just being unfair because I just love Lakeith Stanfield.
Let's see. He was in Straight Outta... He played Snoop Dogg in Straight Outta Compton. I didn't know that.
Yep.
He was in Get Out. Was it Sorry to Bother You?
Yeah, he's in Sorry to
That's
Bother
what
You.
it is.
He's the main
Yeah,
character.
okay, that's
Yep.
what I first saw him in. And I was like, oh, I like this guy. And then, what else was he in that I've seen him in?
He's in a lot of things.
He was in Knives Out. I remember watching him in that. I think I've just seen like different trailers and clips of him and shit. Because a lot of these I've heard of, I just haven't seen.
We just freeballed this entire
Oh yeah,
episode.
the gruesome,
We just
the
went in.
twosome.
Yeah, dude. We just straight up was like, you know what? Nerding it out.
Surprised you haven't even noticed the hair. I mean, I guess I got headphones.
It looks fantastic. You got some.
I don't know if you can.
You got good volume.
It's clipped in the. I have the front going. I was telling you about. I did a couple weeks ago with my hair. I got like the front going around the back, and it's clipped in the back, kind of like a fucking.
Like Qui-Gon Jinn.
I can never remember his name. Liam Neeson's character.
Qui-Gon, dude.
That's I'm messing with my hair. I've been doing different things with my hair before I inevitably chop it off.
Why? Don't do that.
And I'm just getting tired of the maintenance and dealing with it, having to put my hair up. I just.
If you cut that off, I will be pissed because mine is.
That's the thing. I want to cut it, but then I don't want to cut it.
You have great hair.
I do.
It's like you're not. It's at least it's not thinning, dog.
Mm-mm.
Could be worse.
Mm-mm. I have a great head of hair. I just.
See, knock on wood though. I'm gonna do it for you
Knock on wood.
because it's like I think it's like 70% of men now have like thinning, like the male pattern baldness, alopecia.
See, I got my mom's hair. I got my mom's thick, ethnic hair.
Thick.
The ethnic hair.
Yeah, baby.
Oh man.
But
Damn, we really got an hour out of that.
yeah, dude.
You want to call it?
We just freestyled it. Yeah, I got a year. I got a pee.
You got to make the urine. Disgusting.
Yeah, I got to make piss.
Take it away.
You can find us on all streaming platforms. I'm talking Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube. You can also find us on Patreon for only $3 a month, and it's strictly now, from what I was told last episode, is strictly support based. So if you want to support, you can, but all of our shows and all of our additives will be for free on the Patreon. Well, I don't know how to read our books and stuff just yet, but
that'll. I'm handling all of that. Don't worry.
Okay.
When the time comes when we release everything, there will be somewhere dedicated that they don't have to sign up or pay to be able to read it.
Fantastic. I love that. And well then what if it's for only $3 a month?
Yeah, just give us some support. That's all we asked for.
If you want, I mean, it's up to y'all. Me, whatevs. I will give you a kiss though on the forehead.
Only $3 a month can feed these starving idiots.
Yes. Living off Hot Pockets, not proud of it. And what was I going to say then? That kind of messes up my whole spiel now since we're doing it for charity. Because I'm like, you can find on the Patreon. Well, that's it then, dude. Because you can find our shows now for free on all the streaming platforms that I just discussed and said.
Yeah. There will be exclusive stuff again eventually, Just
yeah.
Just to give us. We don't need the support. Give us the support. Just money. Give us money.
We still, unfortunately, are primates that live in capitalistic society, so it does help. Do you have anything else, Adrian, you would like to add?
This was not bad. I mean, we did pretty good.
It flew by.
We did pretty good without Chase. I understand what you guys felt that one time. It's very different. Feels weird.
Yes.
Without someone here. we'll be doing this again next week. It's only 2 episodes, and we'll be back to the daily grind. Thank you all, as always, for tuning in, giving support. We love you. Thanks for fucking supporting us in all the ways you do to help us keep going. But that is all the time we have for this episode. My name is Adrian.
And I was and will always be Gannon. Peace.
Peace out.
It's so weird without Chase. It's just like